Today I'm taking out the MAIWO hard drive docking station. There we go. This one is pretty unique because this is a 4-bay. Most of these things are 2-bay. So you're going to be able to hold a ton of drives in this thing. More importantly, this has cloning capability. So we got PM clone, power switch, power port, eSATA, and our USB connector. We got our USB plug to connect it to the computer. We got our AC power plug, and we got our power supply. So it says it's good for 100 to 240 volts. So that's good for international or domestic. Output 7 amps at 12 volts. So the first thing I want to test is the clone. So I'm going to take this switch and push it over to clone. And the way this is going to work is the source is A. So we want to put the driver we're going to be writing from into A. And then B, C, and D are all going to be the target. So all the information that's on A is going to be copied to all 3 of these drives at the same time. So let's plug in power, and I'm going to plug in my source drive. And the source drive does have to be the same size or smaller than the remaining drives. So put in target B, target C, and target D. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, and it is reading all 4 drives. Okay, and we are cloning. So this guy's taking a while. I started noticing it was taking about 1 minute per percent. So this is going to take approximately between 1 and 2 hours. So I'm going to set this guy aside for right now and we will come back to it. Okay, so it took a little bit longer than I was expecting. This ended up taking about 2.5 hours. So this is going to be one of those things where you definitely set it up, hit the button, and then go do something else. But we are done now, so let's go ahead and check our results. So I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to set this switch to PM and turn it back on. My laptop uses USB-C, so I'm going to use a USB-A to USB-C adapter. So we got our drive. Now it is not going to register the other 3 drives because those should be offline. Okay, there we go. So we got our one online, and we got offline, offline, offline. So let's go ahead and turn those online. Okay, and let's check the files. This one does play. This one also plays, and this one also plays. All right, cool. So now we have 3 exact duplicates of this very first drive. Now, some of these drives were a little bit larger than the original, so all I'm going to do is right-click on that and go to Extend Volume. Next, 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 next. And now we have the full 1 terabyte on that drive. I'm going to do that for the remaining drives as well. So then the last thing I want to check, I'm going to do a speed test. Okay, so this was the Samsung drive, and this is about half of what I was expecting. So this is not the fastest thing in the world, but it does get the job done. Sequential 1 MB, 8 process, 1 thread. We're looking at 251 on the read and 229 on the write. So the fact of the matter is we can still use this as a way of accessing those drives and getting data from our laptop to the drive or the other way around. But what this is really designed for is for taking that one drive and making 3 duplicates of it. So if you're going to be deploying a lot of systems and you want to make sure they have all the exact same information, so no matter what, no matter who grabs that laptop, they're going to be able to expect the exact same result. This is going to be the cloning tool that you want for that. That is a very cool tool.